Hey, Right Riders, Keith Wheeler here, back with another video for you. And today we're going to talk about no content, low content books. But more importantly, we're talking about how to use images to enhance our no content, low content interiors. Things that you can do to really make your pages stand out and your book stand out above the crowd. If you're interested in this and you're excited to know how you can sell more books by making your interiors more enticing, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Give it a smashy smashy. It gives me that nice warm fuzzy feeling. Well, I'm going to show you, I'm going to flip the screen around and I'm going to show you how easy it is to take images and put them, just subtly put them on your pages, integrate them with your interiors and really make your pages stand out. So with that, let's flip the screen around and get started.
Okay, here we are in Canva. And so if you don't have an account for Canva, you can just go to canva.com and you can get an account. You can get one absolutely free. You don't need the pro account. As you can see, I'm still using the free version. I can try Canva Pro, but free version works fine for me. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to create a design. And I'm going to make it custom size. Change this to inches, as you can already see. And then you're going to change this to whatever your width and height they're going to be for your book. Now, if you are going to have a book with bleed, which is what we're going to do for this particular book, because this one, that's what we're going to do with the images. We're going to put them on the outside of the pages. And so you want to make sure that you take into account the actual bleed. So the book's going to be an 8x10. So the width would be 8.25 and the height will be 10.5. And then you just click create new design. All right, so we jumped ahead. I've already created that design and I've gone in and I've just uploaded. I went to uploaded some pages and just to make this video a little bit shorter. And so here's one page. This is obviously a crossword puzzle from Crossword Puzzle Mastery. I'll include a link to that software down in the description, as well as this is just a plainer page. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of the video and let's get us some images. So the first place I'm going to head on over to is Creative Fabrica. Now I'll be honest, you can go to places like Pixabay and Pexels and you can get them for free. Keep in mind though, because they're free, they are more widely used. And so it's going to be harder to make your book that much more unique. And that's the whole goal of adding these images in. So I like to go to sites that I actually have to pay a little bit for. So Creative Fabrica is one of the ones I like to go to. I'll show you another one in a second. But anyway, so I'm going to Creative Fabrica. I'm typing here and I'm just going to type, this particular book has got a theme and it's about music. So I'm going to do music, images, and I want a PNG. I want something that's got transparency. So I'm going to click on that. Here we go. So I can go in here. Vector images are good. Vector images, they don't change resolution as you shrink them and stretch them. I could do something like this where I just have like musical notes. I also obviously keep in mind the price right now. They got a great deal, so it's 90% off this original price of $5. Let's see what else we've got. Now you can decide whether or not you're going to have your book be color or black and white. Mine's going to be black and white. And so one thing you can do is you can go in and buy them one at a time, you know, each image at a time. That can add up, especially, you know, paying 50 cents a piece. Let's see, what's this? Musical clip art. Okay, this might work. It's got 30 of them. Okay, and here you go. Now, if you want to have like a drill down your niche, you know, here's a very niched music, so you can think about using those. You know, you can do individual ones like this. You know, these are 90% off $1, so these are going to be 10 cents. So obviously, you know, it'd be more cost effective than the 50-cent ones. Okay, so after looking through these, I think I'm going to stick with this one right here. This 19 music, SVG and PNGs for 90% off $5. Can't go wrong with that price. Let's click on that. All right, so there we go, 50 cents. I'm adding my cart. Now that I've paid for that, I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to go to my downloads. There it is, download it. Now, while that's downloading, another place I'd like to go to is Deposit Photos. Deposit Photos, let's see how many I've got. All right, so I still have 120 downloads available. They have really good specials a couple times a year. Black Friday is a really good one. So I usually get deals when I can. So anyway, so you just go in here and do the same thing. You'll do a search for music. It's really good for, especially on Deposit Photos, if you're looking for things for your cover. You can get some really great things here. All right, well, this one didn't pull up a lot of options right now, but yeah, so there's some that I can take a look at. I really like Deposit Photos for getting images for my my covers. One thing I did forget to mention with Creative Fabrica, and regardless of where you get it from, whether it's Creative Fabrica, Pixels, Pixabay, Deposit Photos, you want to make sure that you double check that you have commercial rights. If you plan on selling these pages, these books, then you want to make sure that you have commercial rights to use those images. Just because you paid for them doesn't mean that you paid for the commercial rights. So that's super important. I'd already double checked, but I did want to make sure that I mentioned that. All right, so we've got the images. Let's head on over back to Canva and let's start uploading them. It's kind of hard to see because there's PNGs and I happen to pick black images, but if I scroll down, you can see some of the images in here. Let's do this one. I just click on it. As you can see, this is piano keys. And I will just reduce the size of this. And I can just put it, because I'm using bleed, I can put that there. Maybe I'll use this icon and just kind of tilt it a little bit, just a little. Can use my arrows on my keyboard to move it in a little bit. I can just copy that, Control C, Control V, make a duplicate of it, do the inverse in the angle, bring that over here, or maybe I want to bring it down here, make it a little different, adjust the angle just a little bit. Okay, I can make it even smaller if I wanted. Again, I can use some of the other options. Maybe this one. See how that looks? Oh, all right, that looks good. You know, I've got a lot of dead space in here, so maybe I'll take this, put it maybe like right there, just so it stands out. Again, we're just trying to make our book stand out, make our pages look different. Make it look different than our competitors. And you can actually click on it and we can go in here and we can change the transparency. So instead of it being 100%, we can make it a little bit more like a watermark than something that really pops, because you don't want it necessarily to stand out compared to, you know, the words or the puzzle itself. So maybe we'll do that with all these. So I set that to 20. Again, you want to be consistent. So we'll do that 20 on all of them. And I can just go in here and change that to 20. Do the same thing here. So again, the most time consuming part is really going to be finding the images that you want. After that, it's really just a matter of uploading them into something like Canva and just playing around with it. Have some fun. You know, there's so many different options. So, you know, obviously that was with a puzzle, a crossword puzzle. But you can do the same thing on just a journal, you know, a planner or whatever. Maybe you don't have it super themed like that. Maybe you'll go to Creative Fabrica or Deposit Photos and get maybe some filigree. So again, we can go over to Creative Fabrica, click in there, and we'll start typing filigree. Okay, so all different filigree options that you can go through, you know, download. Again, you want to check it, make sure that, like if I click on this one right here to get more information. All right, then we'll scroll down here, and this is where you'll typically see information on whether or not it's okay for commercial use. So I don't see a reference in here for commercial use, so I would probably pass on this one, unless it says it here. Oh yeah, right here, including commercial license. So there you go. So it's free for commercial use. Then yeah, this might be one you want to do. So again, keep in mind that free means it's readily available to everyone else. So again, and then you just, like I said, go into Canva and add the filigree in, do it on on every page, do it on, every few pages, however you want to do it in your book. I would say the important thing is be consistent. So if you're not going to do it on every page, if you're going to do it on every 10 pages, then do it on every 10 pages. Don't do it on 10 pages and then 15 pages and things like that. Like, be consistent within the same book, so people can, it doesn't look jarring and people can get accustomed to what you're doing. And I would say stay consistent within your brand as well. But yeah, there you go. That's how you upload images and add them into your no content or low content books.
So how easy was that? Taking images that you get off places like Creative Fabrica or Deposit Photos and putting them in something like Canva, even the free version, and enhancing your pages, making them stand out. Again, making your pages look better and more enticing and more relevant and theme oriented for your end user. So I hope you found that helpful. If you did, again, give that thumbs up a smashy. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell notification so you get alerted to new videos that I put out every single week. Now, if you're excited about and interested in doing no content, low content books, then check out this entire series that I did right there, all about no content and low content books and how to create interiors for them. If you're not interested in that, well, YouTube says that this video right here, it's got your name written all over it. I'll catch you inside one of those videos, and remember to write right.